Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of the creditrepairshop.com. And in this video, what I want to do is I want to do a little update on the PPP loan situation. There was a lot of people who had contacted me in the past about what is the federal government doing about the PPP loans. A lot of people got their loans forgiven. A lot of people still have loans that they're paying on with the, I think it was the disaster loans or economic EIDL loans. What I can tell you is I ran across a story in ProPublica which really caught my attention on what the federal government, law enforcement agencies are doing about the fraudulent PPP loans. So when I looked at this, they were showing the businesses, like, this was crazy. It must have just been so much fraud that was going on out there that it was just unbelievable. When I look at this, so this is what they're doing is they're actually just putting everybody's information out there. If you got a PPP loan, they are putting your information out there. You can search for the company name and you can find who got a PPP loan, or you can search, they're sole proprietors that got them. They're not showing their name, but they are showing what business they were in, and how long they were in, and the jobs reported. Was it forgiven, not forgiven? It shows the lender who got the loan. It shows the area that they were in. And it shows the amount of the loan, the amount that was forgiven, and it shows what round it was. Was it a first round loan or a second round? I don't know if there was a third round, maybe. And then here's what was interesting. This was what was very interesting, is that they have a breakdown, and it said how much was going towards payroll, how much towards utility, how much towards mortgage interest, health care, rent, refinancing of an EIDL loan, and debt interest, how much was going towards that. So they had that breakdown on there, and I believe, I'm not sure, but they might have had that on the applications. Now, here's where it gets very interesting. Is what they're starting to do is they're starting to go one by one, looking at state records and trying to figure out if these individuals who got these loans were legitimate business owners. So as I was combing through, so they have a section with all sole proprietors, and then they had a section for regular businesses, corporations. See if I can get back to it. So they had the loans by the numbers, which was over $793 billion, 968,525 companies, 11.5 million approved. And the reason why on that is some people got first, second, and third round funding. Another thing that I saw here is that they were going state by state, showing how much money people got. And there were some or companies, some companies got. There were some companies that got, millions of dollars. Some of these were probably the airlines, but we're talking about millions upon millions of dollars. And so looking back on here, they had this tracking section where they were tracking the number of loans, and they were saying that federal government is going to start, well, they already started, but what they're going to start doing, or what they're going to continue doing, is that they're going business by business to see if people really had a business. Like, did they really have a business, or did they just forge all of the documents? They're looking at addresses, they're looking at state records, they're looking at taxes that were filed. They're looking at banks. And the thing about it is that they have all of the information to trace. They have the company that made the loan, the bank that made the loan. They had the documents that were forwarded to them to get the loan, to justify the loan. And then they have the account that the loan proceeds were forwarded to. And then here's the thing that's really getting some people trapped, is that, well, first, if you get a loan under false pretenses, you're already in trouble. If you do fake documents or you forge documents, you're already in trouble. But third, if you use fake documents to get the loan forgiven, because from my clients, from what I've seen, is that the ones that got forgiven, they had to print out their payroll sheets from their payroll service or whoever did their payroll stuff, and they had to give those documents for supporting documents. And so it looks like the first group that they're going after are sole proprietors. They want these sole proprietors to, they're going, I don't know, bank by bank or lender by lender, looking at these documents. And what they have shown is that people are getting knocks on their door. They thought that this was, years gone. No one's doing anything about it. It's all done and over with. They didn't have a real business. And all of a sudden they get a knock on their door and they're like asking their name and saying that you are under arrest for committing fraud, or you're being served to go to court. It just depends on the type of fraud that was, the amount and the type of fraud that was being done. Now, on the side where it is, where people did have businesses, and we know that businesses were struggling, people were trying to make it. I even admitted in one of my videos, I thought that the world was going to end, because all I did for all of my years in business was get up, had a routine, go to the office, did my work, employees, just a routine, and that routine was broken. I must admit that now my life is a lot easier after breaking that routine. It's a lot easier. But so if you have a EIDL loan, this is the ones I'm speaking about right now. The EIDL loans, what you could do is you can go into your portal, and I've helped several clients do this. You can go into your portal, and in most instances, there's a little button that you can click, and it'll allow you to get a reduced monthly payment. And if you take that, it's very low, like it's a very low payment. And what I would suggest is that you do that, especially if you have a number of loans. I have one client that had about 10 of them. Do that, and you can have a reduced amount, and then later, I believe, I don't have any insider information on this, but I believe later they are going to do some type of debt forgiveness on those EIDL loans, because businesses basically took them to keep things continuing, and a lot more businesses probably would have closed if that wasn't done. All right, so I hope that this information was valuable to you. And as always, if you find yourself in a legal situation, it's always better to get ahead of it and not let them come at you at an unexpected time. If you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch video What Makes Us Different, so you can see my 8-point validation process, my 2-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website your3scores.com to grab your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian credit reports, and all 3 scores. If you have debt collectors coming after you early in the game, grab my 3-pack of letters: statute of limitations letter, debt validation letter, cease and desist collection activities letter. Thank you for your time. Please like this video. Please share it. And please comment. This is Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of the creditrepairshop.com.